Hello everyone, my name is Benji, and welcome back to the Planet Crafter. I know this is a little bit of an inopportune entrance, but this is happening. And I have never seen this before. This is brand new. Big ol' yellow light shining in the sky, no meteors, just kinda freaky, in all honesty. So with that, oh, that's a drone. I was so confused what that was. I was like, what is that? Love the drones, by the way. They are like my little children. It's very nice. But I, in between episodes, have been a little bit busy. Number one, I have expanded upon our farms, and I have set them all up for drones. So they're actually supplying and demanding all of the things that drones are supposed to be doing. So now our squash, our mushroom, even our eggplant, which has literally just started here, and then also the cocoa beans and the wheat are also all set up and ready to go for our lovely little drones. In addition to our gas extractor tier 1 being set up for the drones as well. So now everything will just automatically come in here and replenish the squash container, replenish the eggplant container, replenish, the mushroom container, just replenish all of the things for us, which is very, very nice. I very, very much appreciate that. Super Alloy is also doing great. I don't know why one of them is missing right now. I thought it would have been replenished by now. And if we take a look on the map here, we can see all of our drones doing wonderful little things. These little guys are doing their thing nearby as they're supposed to be doing, which is quite nice. And I've just been kind of upgrading and doing some things around the base, one of which is making this new tree seed. I'll go on ahead and head up here and show off. The tree seed Shriox is mutagen and mutagen tier 2, so it's literally, you need no other plant seed in order to make something that has 450% oxygen multiplier, and that's so that today we can actually get the water wildlife collector, the wildlife water collector, or water wildlife collector, whatever it is. Get my way through the forest here, and we'll actually go plant one of these things, replace one of the ones that's not as advanced, which I think this is my farthest one out. Yeah, it is. These things really do just make like a whole forest, don't they? You know, I feel like there's one over here. No, okay. You know, maybe it's just the fact that I'm literally building these in a forest, so it's just making more forest. A forestier forest, I guess you could say. And that's the last of them. Now, I'm going to show off a handy-dandy trick before I go and just do some more off-camera stuff for a little bit, like expanding the power grid and reorganizing some of the storage and all the stuff. I'll go on ahead and show this off because I think this is rather cool. You can take larvas or tree seeds or plant seeds and throw them in here, and you can get your stuff back. And boy howdy, this is absolutely the way to do things. Like, look at that. That's so nice. Literally just gave me back all of my Oremas and all of my... Do I even keep my... in here, apparently. All of my tree bark, which is also set up for drones, by the way. And all of my very valuable mutagen all comes back to me, which is actually very, very nice. So yeah, with all that said, we're also getting nitrogen, which we can't use yet, but we'll be able to use eventually. And yeah, with that said, I'm going to go on ahead and start reorganizing some more things while we wait ever so steadily for this number to go up. See you in a second. The ship returns, and with it come the spoils. But also, I have unlocked the water wildlife collector! Yay! That means we actually get to do new things now. Nice? That was weird. Let them go. My hard-working robots. See if there's anything that I can buy. I've got 2,000. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I still think the 3x3 would just be so nice. Drone tier 2, but these things are so expensive, man. Like 4,500. I know you're probably meant to sell like really, really expensive items in order to be able to do that. I'm only selling fabric right now. But until we get the tier 3 drills, I don't think any of this stuff is going to happen. There's too much variability in the rates of the tier 2 mining drills. But in all honesty, I was looking at the recipes and the circuit boards aren't that expensive. So once we do have the tier 3 drills, which is something I'm very heavily looking forward to, and we'll probably be investing in some pressure rockets as well to sort of boost that a little bit. The circuit board crafting recipe is not that bad. It's a nitrogen cartridge, which is probably going to be the hardest thing to come by. Bioplastic nugget, zeolite, which is a little sucky, but we can handle that too. Iron, aluminum, and silica. Overall, all in all, that's not that hard to get going, in all honesty. And the bioplastic nuggets themselves are also super duper easy. It's literally just water, which is farmable, mushrooms, which are, you guessed it, farmable, and silica, which is mineable. That's really nice, as opposed to the pulsar quartz, which requires the methane cartridge, uranium, osmium, zeolite, and iridium. 4 very expensive and rare materials. So we're just not going to worry about that at all. Also, I redid all the storage, all the bulk storage at least, everything that we were running out of room for. So that's also quite nice. Now, without further ado, let's go on ahead and get a water wildlife collector. A water life collector is what it's actually called. 2 bioplastic nuggets, of which I of course have none, but that's fine, because I can really just come in here and grab the mushrooms. It's 2 mushrooms per, so we're gonna go on ahead and do 8 to get 4, so that we can have 2 of these. And then, what else do I need? Water, 4 total water. Also, there's a lot of water in here, so I'm just actually gonna grab that and then put all this water back. 2 super alloy, come on now. 2 super alloy and some silica. Right, that should be it. And then obviously our 6 silk as well. Come up here. Perfect. Very nice. And let's go place these things down in the water. Just right outside the base. 1 there and 1 there. And we can look and see here that it is creating phytoplankton A's, which I think is a little bit interesting, that they're only producing phytoplankton A's. Also, look at those things. They look trippy as hell. That's kind of awesome, actually. I really enjoy the animation on these guys. So I guess we're waiting around. What are we gonna do once we get those? The incubator, we need a phytoplankton B, mutagen tier 3, and fertilizer. About in here, this is a tree sequencer, so that's not gonna do it good. And this literally just stores the eggs. So, very intriguing. Do we have phytoplankton B? Does phytoplankton B get unlocked? Is it just a chance of being gained? I'm assuming it's just a chance of being gained. Insect spreader rocket, that sounds quite enjoyable, in all honesty. Mutagen tier 4, but that's later. Amphibian farms, those are all way down the line. So I guess phytoplankton B's, yeah, there's a phytoplankton A. There's a phytoplankton C. Okay, so it is just a random chance to get phytoplanktons, different types of phytoplanktons. Okay, very cool. Looks like I've got some osmium meteors coming down, which is nice. So I'm gonna wait around until I have the correct type of seeds here, the correct type of phytoplanktons, rather, and I'll probably also set up an automatic farming type thing for them so that they automatically get distributed into storage, much like my crops already do. It's quite nice. So yeah, while I'm setting all that up, I'm gonna grab all this, and I'll be back with you in a moment. This is neat stuff. So not only do we have phytoplankton bees now, we also have fish eggs. Fish telu eggs, which are 400%, which are a lot better than the fish crom eggs. I also want to see how they look. They look pretty cool. They're little flat guys. I like little flat guys, they're adorable. And that puts us at animals plus 16 grams per second, which is quite nice. And of course, there's the mutagen tier 2. Because that's under insects. Wait, that's under insects. That's not giving me any insects. That's only giving me animals. Intriguing. I did put a couple more butterfly farms because I really needed the mutagen tier 2 so that I can get more tree bark things, but that's fine. I guess that's just a coincidence. And in all honesty, I mean, I'm gonna make the new fish stuff. I'm gonna make a new set of fish using the phytoplankton bee, because I have a whole bunch of phytoplankton A's, B's, and C's at this point. I may as well use them. But I like the fact that I just have a random chance to get random fish eggs. That's actually quite nice. What else do I need? Mutagen tier 3 and fertilizer. Well, I think I have some of both of that just kind of sitting here. There's a fertilizer. And no, but I can probably make it. So let's go on the journey of making things, because I think it's been a while and episode length is important. So mutagen, obviously, we already have in our inventory because we have a farm for bacteria samples, and we have a bunch of mutagens just kind of chilling in storage. Common larva and honey? You need honey to make tier 2s? Really? I got rid of all my honey. That sucks. I forget the other thing. Welcome to Gaming with Benji. I forget things. Common larva. That's weird. Mutagen tier 2 is a common larva and a honey. Well, at least it's common larva and not uncommon larva, because I'm tired of using uncommon larva for things. And then mutagen tier 3 doesn't even need mutagen tier 2. It just needs a bacteria sample, a nitrogen cartridge, and a sulfur. I'm stupid, and it's fine. Go back in there. Alright. That's fine. Bacteria sample. Nitrogen cartridge. Wow, I have a lot of those. Sulfur. Upstairs. Create mutagen tier 3. And sequence the fish. Fish are sequencing. And it doesn't take that long. That's actually quite nice that it doesn't take that long. I appreciate the fact that it doesn't take that long. So yeah, that's quite nice that we just get like random fish eggs every now and then from these guys. I actually really appreciate that. Now, I am gonna have to make myself some more bee farm things because we need honey now, apparently, which is just great. I'm gonna find a spot for that, probably actually right over here. So that's just absolutely fantastic that now I need a thing for honey. But that's fine. Can I go on ahead and hit demand on that and make demand honey priority 1? And then for you as well, I could probably demand algae priority 1. This is just kind of how I do things. I set things up so that they do the things that I want them to, and then they do the things that I want them to. Can I... Is that just working already? It looks like it is. Oh yeah, no, that's working. Oh, that's working. My drones are going nuts. That's awesome. Oh man, I love that. Oh, I love that so much. That's so cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna set that up to get some more honey, and then we will end the episode taking a look at our wonderful fish. Yeah, cool stuff. And returning back, we have these lovely little purple guys. Look at them. Honestly, I love the purple ones so much more than the flat ones. It's such a shame that they're 200% instead of 400%. But that's okay, because I got 400% again. So now our animals tier can just be absolutely skyrocketing. And I can come back down here, pop these eggs in the recycling bin, and get all of my wonderful stuff right back. Also, that looks mighty odd when you put it on the ground. Sorry, I was not expecting that, if I'm being completely honest. Now, as for next episode and what we're going to be doing next time, biomass, it looks like, is starting to get to the point where we'll be getting the heater tier 5, so we'll be able to replace our heater tier 4s with a new boost, which will be good. And then the insect spreader rocket is definitely still a ways off. I can really only hope that the fish eggs here, well, I guess really just the fish Ulani eggs for now, I can really only hope that they provide a larger boost than 400%, because that'll really speed things along here. As well, I think the beehive tier 2s will as well, and then the butterfly farm tier 2s, but those are all very, very far off. And then also the butterfly Imeo, I think would also be quite nice, but again, that seems a little bit far off. In terms of the main branch progression, we are done with oxygen and we are done with heat. The only things that we have next are the terraformation and of course the pressure, which, like I said, I'm going to be launching some pressure rockets just to see if we can get that tier 3 ore extractor up a little bit faster. And then once we have that tier 3 ore extractor up a little bit faster, we'll be able to start really farming some high level materials, aka we're going to be able to start farming the circuit board. And the way that I'm going to end up doing this, I'll go on ahead over to the map, because it's just bioplastic nugget, zeolite, nitrogen, and aluminum, iron, silica. So if we head over to the map here and we zoom the whole way out, you can see that the only place on the entire map that has a active farm for zeolite is right here. So what we're going to end up having to do is probably establish a little bit more power, and then we're going to need to teleport to our super alloy farm, head over into the zeolite cave, and we will be able to set up zeolite mining using a mining drill tier 3, and specifically select zeolite. In addition to that, we can set up a mine for sulfur in the sulfur fields and select that for sulfur. And then we'll be able to do that similarly for a couple of other things as well, such as the iron, the silica, the titanium, whatever else we need. And then also within the zeolite cave, from that episode that we visited it, it has a lot of rivers, so we'll be able to put some water extractors and get the water. And then as well, we'll be able to bring over some bees and set up a farm or two for our mushrooms. That way the mushrooms can also be used for the bioplastic nuggets. It's going to be a whole process to be able to get that done, but man, I think it's going to be worth it. Right now, we're selling the fabrics, which are only worth 8 apiece. These are going to be worth 25 apiece, and I'm also planning on just going on ahead and putting another space trading rocket over there. That way we can have both. Either that or have them just bring the circuit boards back to us via the drones, and then no matter what, we're going to need a drone station over there, which means we're going to need more power, which means pulsar quartz and super alloy are going to start to be on a little bit lower of a supply as we continue through things a little bit here. I think it also probably wouldn't hurt us to make a couple more aquariums and really get those fish going and get those animals really boosting up a little bit, especially with the fish farm generating animals. But overall, that's just kind of things to do as a slow burn. For right now, the main thing that I'm going to focus on off camera is getting this pressure value to go a little bit faster so that we can get the ore extractor tier 3 and really enter into the end game of not infinite farming, but infinite farming, if that makes sense. As of for now, though, I think that is going to be everything. I'm going to find a good place for me to go on ahead and log out here, and I think that is going to be up by the fish. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.